In today's video, we'll be talking about Paddy Pimblett's next opponent sneak peek, Tai Tuivasa edging closer to bumper UFC battle with Ciryl Gane in France, Dana White wanting to see Beneil Dariush versus Islam Makhachev, Robert Whittaker rumoured to fight Marvin Vettori, and more, so stay tuned to the end of the video. Paddy Pimblett is one of the UFC prospects that has hit the promotion with a bang. He's fought twice in the octagon. One of these fights was his debut in 2021 against Luigi Vendramani. Paddy defeated Vendramani, and then in March 2022, he submitted Kazula Vargas at UFC London. Pimblett's impressive performance has caused many veteran fighters to call out his name. However, Pimblett has stated that he doesn't want to get into any big fight until he's fully done with his entry-level contract. Among the many fighters that showed interest in fighting Pimblett is Ottman Azaitar, and he also has a similar standing to Pimblett. The recent updates by some Twitter users show that Pimblett might just be fighting Azaitar next. Pimblett vs Azaitar popped up on the UFC's matchmaking boards. Shots of these boards can be seen in the recent Dana White interview that was done by Pivot. The fight is listed as being one of the fights that might likely take place during the UFC's July 23 show in London. The fight between Azaitar and the former Cage Warrior champion will be staking the undefeated record 13-0 of Azaitar. Azaitar currently has a record of 2-0 in the UFC. Tai Tuivasa is closer to getting the UFC heavyweight title now more than ever. His next fight with Ciryl Gane will make this happen faster. Tuivasa is currently on a 5-fight win streak, with all of these wins coming through knockout. Although the Gane vs Tuivasa fight has not been confirmed, Tuivasa is open to this opportunity to face the former title challenger in Paris. Tuivasa reported that he's been taking out his time to learn how to speak French because he's never been to Paris. On the other hand, Gane has an impressive record with only one loss, and the loss was to the present champion Francis Ngannou. If this fight sails through, Gane will be the fan favourite because of his extensive Muay Thai experience, his athleticism and technical skills. However, this does not bother Tuivasa, as he claims that this would not be the first time he would be proving people wrong. As long as I prepare myself, get fit, I might always be the underdog, but I love proving people wrong. Tuivasa added that he loves to please the crowd anytime he's in the ring. Tuivasa's game has increased rapidly, and he's well known by fans for his entertaining beer shui and his charisma. The Australian fighter recognised this fact and also gave a thumbs up to his fans for recognising him. Without the fans, who the F would we be? Charles Oliveira might not have the title again, but he still remains the best fighter in the lightweight division. At the UFC 274, Oliveira defeated Gaethje, but he had to be stripped off his title because he missed weight. By defeating Gaethje, Oliveira increased his win streak to 11. The former champ will have to get back his title in his next fight. As a result of this, Oliveira suggested fighting with both Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz on the same night. However, this was met with strong criticism from a not-so-pleased Makachev. The number 4 ranked Islam Makhachev is presently seen by most UFC fans as the most appropriate challenger. The Russian fighter was quick to respond to the former champion by tweeting, "At Charles de Bronx, it's funny you calling out Nate, who hasn't won a fight in years, and same time saying I have to earn something. Just say it straight that you're scared to lose. Your jiu-jitsu won't work in our fight, and you know that." Rafael dos Anjos was among the first persons to reply to Makachev. In his reply, dos Anjos told Makachev that he was actually the one scared of losing. "Shut up, Islam. The only guy scared to lose here is you." In the past, Rafael dos Anjos has been scheduled to meet Makachev, but none of these bouts have ever materialized. "I was there on Feb 22nd for Beneil, and was there for you on October 24th, 2020 and October 30th, 2021. But you never showed up," Makachev responded. "So shut your mouth, you McChicken slap boy." Dos Anjos, who was not ready to back down, also replied by saying, "I was there for you twice too. Don't play this game. You pulled out on fight week once I called your bluff once." It's been gathered from multiple people that the fight between Strickland and Alex Pereira has been rescheduled to hold at the UFC 276. This will be taking place on July 22nd at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. That's some weeks earlier than the previous date. The bout was previously fixed on July 30th at the UFC 277. Strickland is on a 6-fight winning streak and has a record of 5-0 in the middleweight division. Tarzan has his mind set on a match with Paulo Costa. However, his recent post on social media shows that the UFC was not in support of this matchup. Pereira would be entering his 7th pro MMA bout and 3rd octagon appearance. The former kickboxer has picked up wins over Andreas Michailidis at UFC 268 and a unanimous decision win over Bruno Silva at UFC Vegas 50 earlier this month. Still on the lightweight division, White has said that Oliveira would be facing the winner of Makachev vs Dariush. Makachev's training partner, former UFC lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov, also urged White to give his protege the title shot. Makachev is currently on a record of 10-0. After his last fight, the Russian called for a title fight against Oliveira at UFC 281 in Abu Dhabi. The UFC president has also admitted to the fact that he's also considering a matchup between Makachev and Oliveira. During the UFC 274 post-fight press conference, Dana White said, "Who doesn't think Dariush and Islam is a great fight? It's an effing killer fight. I would love to see that fight, to see who the #1 contender is. But I'm not gonna lie, after tonight, I wouldn't mind doing Islam versus Oliveira either. We'll see what happens." At the UFC Fight Night 202, Makachev was supposed to face Beneil Dariush, but he had to make do with Bobby Green. After Dariush stepped down because of an injury he had in his ankle, Makachev defeated Green in the first round. From the look of things, it seems like Makachev might still need to notch one more win before getting a title fight. Robert Whittaker has opened up about the injury that made him step down from the UFC 275 fight against Marvin Vettori. The Reaper also told MMA fans when he will most likely be returning to action. In a post which the UFC star made on Twitter, the fighter gave an update on the situation. Whittaker said, "I had an injury before taking the fight. Everything was great and I thought I could heal in time." Whittaker added that the time wasn't enough for him to heal and he still had pains. Whittaker is one of the toughest UFC fighters, but he did not make the right call by informing the UFC that he needs more time to fully recover before taking on Marvin Vettori. "I want to give Vettori my best, so I said I needed more time." Robert Whittaker also hinted that he might be returning in the rumoured UFC Paris event taking place in September. "I'm looking for the end of August. I hear there's a Europe card on September 3rd or something like that." Whittaker went on to say that fans should expect the best version of himself. He then concluded by making a post of an image embedded with the caption, "Working on Rob 3.0, #coming soon." With these kinds of posts, it would be safe to conclude that everyone will be on the lookout for the fight between the two title contenders, Robert Whittaker and Marvin Vettori. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also turn on your notifications. We'll be reading out our top comments in the near future. And make sure to watch our other videos to find out all the latest news in MMA.